Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Thanking Alexis for her visit, Laura got right to the point in her office by inquiring about the item in the invader that revealed Laura's attempts to assist Heather. Laura found it difficult to accept that Alexis was involved in any way. Laura said, "But it's your paper." The person responsible, according to Alexis, was Adrian DeWitt and his insatiable appetite for clickbait headlines. Laura brought up the fact that there had been a leak regarding her request for Heather's court documents. Though she was a strong supporter of press freedom and the First Amendment, Alexis acknowledged that it appeared likely. Without looking through the court records, Laura recalled that Alexis had been unable to respond to her inquiry regarding a potential route to reopen Heather's case. She got a folder off her desk and gave Alexis Heather's court file. Startled, Alexis examined the contents after opening the file. Alexis acknowledged that an appeal could be possible. Laura, who was delighted, said that she didn't want to condone Heather's actions because she deserved to face consequences. But if she was not in control of her actions at the time, Laura responded. Although a judge had sentenced Heather after she entered a guilty plea, Alexis noted that the diagnosis of metallosis might make a difference. Yes, precisely. Consequently, no one was aware that the cobalt poisoning was a contributing factor to her actions, if not the cause, Laura clarified. Laura thought Alexis could make the case that Heather had had no influence at all, but Alexis clarified that she was not allowed to practice law, thus Laura would need to find another attorney. "I think a good lawyer would agree there are legitimate grounds to reopen Heather's case," Alexis said. Laura wanted to know what should happen next. Because it was an intriguing case, Alexis felt sure Laura would have no trouble finding legal representation. Laura requested a recommendation, but Alexis needed more time to review the information in more detail. But Alexis cautioned Laura that she would not be able to control the outcome once she started Heather's case. Alexis warned, it could be unpredictable. Laura appeared doubtful that Heather would be released, but Alexis clarified that everything would rely on the court, the merits of the case, and previous rulings. Alexis threatened to reduce Heather's sentence, transfer her to a different facility, or even grant her freedom outright. Laura looked surprised. She was adamant that she did not want Heather to go free, and she accepted that the relatives of Heather's victims would be justified in their wrath, should that occur. Laura questioned how Alexis could expect to put Heather in a maximum security prison for the rest of her life merely to make Laura's life easier. Alexis told Laura to shut up and go. Laura said, "I can't do that." Laura questioned what the former Alexis Davis would have thought about the case, and Alexis expressed her gratitude that she was not a practicing attorney. If the legal system had determined that Heather should have received a lighter sentence or be released from custody, Alexis acknowledged that she would have said to let the law take its course. Trina knocked on the door a few moments later, requesting to talk to Laura. Laura revealed that she knew why Trina was there after Alexis departed. "I don't think you do," Trina remarked gravely. TJ was waiting at the doorway of Molly's office while Molly left her mother a voicemail, inquiring as to whether Alexis had received a message from Christina. Molly said, "I just want to know how she's doing. I'm not worried." TJ greeted Molly and inquired about the message after she ended the call. Why Molly hadn't given Christina a call immediately intrigued him. Molly admitted to TJ that she had been hiding something. TJ said nothing as Molly told him all about Sonny's fight with Dex and Christina's response to seeing it. Molly replied that Blaze had told her about the incident a few days after the wedding in response to TJ's question about how long she had known about it. As TJ began to walk away, Molly had a question about his destination. He questioned, "Where do you think?" It was imperative, he said, that someone tell Christina that the child she was so careless with was indeed TJ and Molly's. Molly was against TJ going up against Christina. TJ didn't give a damn because Christina kept acting impulsively and Sonny posed a threat to everyone in his vicinity. "I've finished. Christina needs to avoid her father until this baby is born," TJ exclaimed. Molly cautioned him that by making her sister defensive, he ran the risk of forcing Christina to cut them off entirely. Molly informed TJ that Christina was the egg donor, meaning that until Christina signed the adoption paperwork, Christina was the baby's legal parent. TJ insisted that he and Molly were the baby's parents. Enraged, TJ maintained that if they had used a surrogate instead of Christina, they would not have found themselves in that situation. When TJ accused Molly of pressuring him into accepting Christina's role as their surrogate, things became heated. He contended that Molly hadn't given him an option on the subject, even though Molly had reminded him that they had spoken about it. "All you could see was how bad you wanted a baby," stated the man. TJ reminded Molly that they had become connected to Christina's violent and unpredictable father and Molly's unpredictable sister by using her egg. "This is not my fault," Molly sobbed. Molly said that she was devastated that she would never get pregnant or give birth, which is why she had desired a biological relationship with the child. She made the point that TJ couldn't understand because it had always been assumed that their child would share half of his DNA. "That is not my fault, and it feels like you're blaming me for it," stated TJ. Molly acknowledged that it had been a mistake to ask Christina for assistance, but she felt that he was blaming her for desiring a biological relationship with their child. Molly was careful not to rile up Christina. She started to say, "or else," but stopped herself. "Say it," TJ demanded. "All right, what happens if Christina decides she wants to keep the baby for herself and back out of our arrangement?" "She was able to. Nothing can stop her," Molly remarked, shedding a few tears. TJ realized Molly was correct. "It's a nightmare," he said. "Because all they had wanted was a baby," Molly sobbed. "I guess you should be careful what you wish for." "Correct?" TJ inquired. Telling Molly he had to get to the hospital, TJ Molly fell to tears as he left. Blaze answered the door to Christina's apartment when someone knocked. It was Sonny. He'd asked if Christina was home after greeting Blaze. Christina stepped into the living room at that moment, but halted upon seeing her father. Christina consented when Sonny gently asked if they could talk. Sonny came in, threw a gift bag on the chair, and struck up a conversation with Christina. Blaze asked to go, but Sonny insisted that she stay. "I should apologize to you," Sonny said to Christina. He acknowledged that what she had seen between him and Dex had not been appropriate. "It was ugly, it was vicious, and I never wanted you to see that part of me," stated Sonny. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.